All right, here's your guys' quiz review, but going over is numbers 4 through 6 now. Okay, 4 through 6. So again, you guys know that this is in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. And because we know this is in standard form, certain features that we can get down, right? So number 1 is, well, to find your y-intercept, you guys set x equals 0. But something you guys should notice is if it's in standard form and you set x equals to 0, you will realize your very last term is going to be your y-intercept. So x is 0, negative 16 is your guys' y-intercept. Next, to find x-intercept, you guys have to set f of x equals to 0 and you guys solve, or y equals 0, right? F of x and y are the same thing. So once you guys do that, then you guys will have something like this, right? And this is where, to solve for x from here, you guys must factor. So factor out negative 2. So divide each one by negative 2, and you guys are going to get that. Negative 2 divided by negative 2, 1x squared. Negative 12 divided by negative 2, 6x. Negative 16 divided by negative 2, 8. So now you guys factor this by using your guys' good old x method. 4 and 2. So we're going to have 0 equals x plus 4. Negative 2 times x plus 4 times x plus 2. And then you guys just set both of the linear factors equals to 0 to solve, right? And if you guys notice, it's just going to be the opposite, right? It's just going to be the opposite of those factor values. So for us, remember x-intercepts, so y's are zeros, negative 4, 0, and negative 2, 0. Okay, axis of symmetry. Remember, it's just x equals negative b over 2a. Your b value is negative 12, 2 times negative 2. Negative of negative 12, you guys, is positive 12. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 12 divided by negative 4, you guys, is negative 3. So that is your guys' axis of symmetry. X equals negative 3. Remember, x has to equals to negative 3. This is a vertical line, which is an equation. So the axis of symmetry, that is the x-coordinate of the vertex. Now you guys just plug in negative 3 into the original to solve for your guys' y value. F of negative 3 equals negative 2 times negative 3 squared minus 12 times negative 3 minus 16. Negative 2 times negative 3 squared, you guys, is 9. Negative 12 times negative 3, that is positive 36 minus 16. Negative 18 plus 36 minus 16, which is 2, positive 2. So negative 3, 2 is your guys' vertex. Now let's use our knowledge of the a to find our other stuff. Well, your a value is negative, you guys, so that means it opens down. That means you'll have a maximum because they're a highest point, right? Domain for all quadratics, negative infinity to infinity. Okay, range, how low is this graph going? It's going negative infinity. What's the highest value? Well, the highest value is the y-coordinate of your guys' vertex, which is 2. 2 with a bracket. And now we can graph all of this stuff, right? I'll just do that by 4s, you guys. Just do those by 4s. So negative 2, 0, x-intercepts are on the x-axis. So there's negative 2 and negative 4. Y-intercept, 0, negative 16. And your vertex, negative 3, 2. And I'm going by 4. So negative 3, 2 is right there. And there's your guys' graph. Do not forget to graph the axis of symmetry as well at x equals negative 3. Number 5, this is in factored form because it's in factored notation with the factors, right? Factored form. So Y-intercepts, you always set x equals to 0, right? Everywhere you see an x, it now becomes a 0. Negative 3 times 1 times 3, you guys, which is negative 9. 0, comma, negative 9. X-intercept, this is where you guys set f of x equals to 0, or y equals 0 if it is y. 0 equals negative 3, x plus 1, x plus 3. But you guys should know, because this is in factored form, you guys should know that those are just the opposites, right? Negative 1 comma 0, negative 3 comma 0. Axis of symmetry. To find your guys' axis of symmetry, it's x equals r1 plus r2 all divided by 2. r1, r2, you guys, is your x-intercepts. Negative 1 plus negative 3, which is still minus 3. Negative 4 divided by 2, negative 2. X equals negative 2. Plug in negative 2 into your guys' vertex. And now plug in negative 2 into the original to find your guys' y-coordinate of the vertex. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 2 plus 3. Negative 3 times negative 1 times 1, which is positive 3. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. 3 times 1, 3. So, there's your guys' vertex. Now, without graphing, we should be able to determine what these are. A value is negative 3, so since it's negative, that opens down. So it looks like that, you guys. That produces a maximum. Every quadratic has a domain of negative infinity to infinity. Okay, the range. How low is this graph going? Well, this is going negative infinity down. How high? Well, look at your y value of your vertex, right? It's 3. 3 with a bracket. Now we graph. X-intercepts are on the x-axis. Y-intercept, we'll do these by 2's. 0, comma, negative 9 is right there. Negative 2, comma, 3, so we are doing these by 2's. So negative 2, comma, 3 right there. And then you guys graph. And don't forget your guys' axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry right there. Okay, last one. This, you guys, is in vertex form. You know it's in vertex form because it has this raised to the second power in parentheses and a k. And remember, h comma k is your guys' vertex. So y-intercept, again, it's always set x equals to 0 and solve. Everywhere you see an x, it now becomes a 0. Negative 0 minus 6 is negative 6 squared minus 50. Negative 6 squared, you guys, is 36 minus 50. 36 times 2 is 72 minus 50. 72 minus 50 is 22. 0, comma, 22. X-intercepts, this is where you guys set f of x equals 0 or y equals 0, right? So these are y equals 0. 0 equals 2 times x minus 6 squared minus 50, and you guys solve for x. Add 50 to both sides. Divide both sides by 2. To get rid of that second power, you guys, you square root both sides. And remember, if you guys square root a variable, then on the other side, you're going to get plus and minus. Square root of 25, you guys, is 5. And this is where you guys get your two equations, right? Positive 5 equals x minus 6. Or negative 5 equals x minus 6. Notice only the 5 changes signs. The other one, x minus 6, you guys, it remains the same. Only plus 5, in the other case, minus 5. Add 6 to both sides, and you guys should get x equals 11 or x equals 1. 11 comma 0, 1 comma 0. Home stretch, right? Here's your x value of your vertex, you guys. It's the opposite of that, so positive 6, and here's that negative 50. That's your guys' y value of your vertex. And if you guys already know this, then remember your axis symmetry, you guys, is just your guys' x coordinate of the vertex. Okay, concavity. Everyone, look at your A. It's 2, so it's positive, so it opens up. You're gonna have a minimum, negative infinity to infinity. And now your guys' range. How low does this graph go? Well, it's right here, and you can get that from your vertex. That's negative 50. How high does this graph go? This graph is going infinitely upward, so positive infinity. So let's just make these all by 10s for the y's. 0, 22, you guys, is somewhere right there. 1, 0, right there. And 11, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, negative 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down to negative 50. And your guys' graph is going to look something like that. Axis of symmetry on x equals 6. Again, you need to graph all your intercepts, x and y, your guys' vertex, and your axis symmetry in order to graph this to perfection. So that's it. You guys just practice. Good luck, and I hope you all do well, okay? All right, good luck, everyone. Peace.